This girl got me looking for the cold weather. Kwanza tukiwa indoors na kuanza kunyesha. The better. Hello, welcome back to my channel. It is well welcome with her. I know, Celine Dion, relax, multi-talented. I know. Today's shout out goes to Kibiri Brian. Guy, okay, I felt your comment more than your kitanda. Mungu endelee kukubariki milele na milele. Of course, because you people, you will read the title before you click on the video, so you know what we are here talking about. Awkward moments that happen. Oh my god, sometimes it's so cringe. You're just like, wow, can the world just open up? Mnikule. No, Nikule to say, Nikule, funguka. Funguka Nikule. Nikule tafadhali. Tafadhali. Let's start with the obvious one, which is waving back at someone. I'm sure kila mtu you've gone through this. I've gone through this way too many times than I care to admit. And you would think that by now I've learned my lesson, because the number of times that I've seen someone wave at me and I know fully well I know who this woman is. I never seen her in my damn life. And yeah, there are times I look back like maybe it's the person behind me. And then I'll point at myself, you know, those stupid, oh my god, the whole process of waving at someone is just dumb. Oh, singing.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get in.
What is your problem, ma'am? Why are you waving back at someone? You don't know. I think there needs to be a hugging rule. Excuse me, today in my bag. I think there used to be a hugging rule where people go, I feel like you're supposed to go to the left. Yeah, you're supposed to go to the left. I'm not sure, but I feel like there should be a universal hugging rule that we should all sit together and just be like, everyone go to one side. Because I don't understand where every time when I'm hugging someone, it's just like, Ama, when someone reaches out to hug you and you're just like, skr skr.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
And 9 out of 10 times, the guy who's coming out here hugging you, and you are shaking and you want to shake his hand is some creep guy. You know those guys for, where's my hug? You will grow, you will grow, you will come through the saying bye, and then you're going to the same direction. Walala. And this is even worse if one of you is entering a vehicle and then you're driving past like, you guys a story that literally happened. It happened this week. Now I was in this mall, so I'd gone to the ATM, and now on my way to the supermarket I was passing, you know how malls obviously they have like shops, and so there was this shop that they were selling shoes, and there was this guy, this old man looking at shoes outside the door, like looking at ladies' shoes. So as I'm passing him, he starts walking, so we start like take like 2 steps the same direction, and then he's like, oh, you should shop from there. They have some really nice shoes. And I'm like, oh really? I would even buy for you. They have some really good shoes. You should really check them out. It's not my business, but they have some really nice shoes. I'm like, oh, thanks. I heard you the first time, but yeah, cool, thanks. Oh, I wish I could buy someone. You know, my wife passed away. You are a chatty one. Oh really? Okay. Yeah, she passed away 8 years ago. We are walking this way, so I'm like, oh, maybe he's going to go to the left, maybe he's going to go downstairs. Now, bish, we walk all the way to the supermarket together. Like, I was trying to keep my distance. Like, literally, the way this camera is here and I'm here, I was trying to keep my distance, and he kept turning and conversating with me, and I'm like, Margie! Go to the supermarket. I even forgot. I honestly forgot that I talked to this guy. I went and figured out.
Damn!
I went and I figured I got my shenanigans, and now I was going back to the till. And as I'm walking this way, I see someone do. I said, hey. And he's like, come. There was someone else standing behind him, because obviously it's a queue, so there was someone else standing behind him. And he's like, come. Then he tells that guy, move away, she needs to come. And I'm like, Margie, I don't know this man. I never seen him in my life. I've literally just met him today. I don't even know how this is happening. I don't know how many times I can bump into someone in less than 15 minutes. This is not possible. So I said, cool. I can't turn now. I can't. I was too far. I was too far deep. So I said, cool, I'll just go stand in the queue. I bought some fish. You should come and eat. You should come. I cook for you some fish. Who would agree to come with you? Home. And then throwing some Kiswahili words here. He's like, nimepika samaki, nitakupikia samaki. And I'm like, oh, cool. Okay. I've forgotten a part. I'm sorry. Please rewind. As I was looking for my things, there's a time I was looking for air freshener. So as I'm in that till for air freshener, guess who comes this way and sees me? He didn't enter this aisle, but he was at the end of the aisle. This Kamodo. What should we name this Kamodo? Actually, let's give him a name. Car comes this way and he stops there and he was with another lady. When I saw him is when he also saw me and he smiled and he's like, kuja tunapika samaki, you should come, I cook for you. And I'm like, no thank you. This guy is just chatty, just a chatty little chap. All he says is no thank you, no thank you. I don't know what else to say. I don't want to, interact too much with you. I don't want you to get the wrong message here. Now let's fast forward to after I finish shopping and I'm going to the till and I'm now standing here. He's getting his things scanned. I'm waiting for him to get his, he had like 2 items. He had the fish and the unga. He's still selling to me how he wants to cook for me fish. And then this, oh my god, these are the guys who pack for you the bags when you're shopping. First of all, sir, mind your business. I don't know why he got into this conversation out here saying that we're together and I should eat his fish. Excuse me, I'm not going to this man's house. And who are you? Whom are you? He finishes getting his things scanned and he puts them in his bag and now it's time to pay. And as he's paying, he's still talking to me, telling me about how he's gonna pay in M-Pesa. And I don't know, he didn't know how to pay in M-Pesa and I didn't know how to help him because me, I'm on Airtel. His total was like 600-700 and he got like 2 items, so he starts saying how it's expensive. And I'm like, yeah, fair enough, you got 2 items and you're paying 700 bob. So he tries a second time and he's involved. I don't know why he felt the need to involve us in this transaction. Tries a second time, doesn't work. Then he's like, okay, so I'll pay cash. And then as he's leaving, he's like, this beautiful lady has refused to come. I cooked for her. Sir. So now when it's my turn for my things to be scanned, I'm just like, sis, can you take your sweet time so that I don't just pack quickly, because there are a few items I know I literally just pack them and then again we'll walk to the same direction. Lord knows we'll go to the same parking lot. So I just want you to scan these things slowly. Lord, please. Do you know what this sis did? She scanned these things in less than 2 seconds. Like, they got to the other side so quickly. I was just like, bruh, this guy hadn't even left. So of course, guess what? Started walking the same direction again, but I started slowing down and just started finding like there's something I'm looking at, there's nothing I'm looking at. And then thank God he went to the other direction and I went to the other direction and I went home. Spitting by mistake or being spat on by mistake. Oh my gosh, sometimes I don't know what spirit overwhelms my tongue. Like, I'll just be like, and I just take a second shower. It's like, oh, kumbe like a talk at tenna. No, it's alright. Let's just shower twice. But this is nothing compared to when someone spits on you. Jesus.
No, God!
Let me just tell you something. I don't know whether I don't know how to handle this mammary glands, salivary glands in my mouth. Have you ever spat? Yani, seriously. Yani, I'm not just saying spitting like end of game. I'm saying the one where mpaka there's a string hanging. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. You're there wondering, am I 2 years old? Am I 3 months? When you have a cold and you keep sniffling, you know that? Because you can't keep blowing your nose. Anybody got time to keep blowing their nose every 1 second? And the worst part is when this happens, when you're at work or in school. Kwanza school is worse because you're writing notes. Am I an exam? Jesus. An exam, like it's bad enough that I'm sick. Now I'm just going to be, and then I have to look down at my papers. 4x plus y is equals to. Have you ever sneezed? Alafu mucus just comes still here. And that time you're talking to your friend, just having a simple conversation. Alafu, you just see, and it just rukas till here. Asking for help, like, you're in the supermarket. Is it just me who doesn't? Okay, maybe it's also just me who doesn't know how to look for things. I might get tired like halfway through. I'm like, Another time this happened at 2 Rivers. I was going to Butter. And I'm like, oh, information desk. Somehow, tunnel vision do your man's up. Go to information desk. I'm like,
hi, how are you? I'm looking for butter. Where can I find butter?
She tells me, where I had literally just pursed. See, I was just testing if you know this mall. Gosh, I'm here. I'm the Two River surveyor. I'm testing whether all employees know where shops are. You've passed. Thanks. Because I'm just like, are you kidding me? Well, umeka isahi. Umeka sahi ndio nimepita. You've put it here. Don't lie. You just put it right now. There I go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for us to pick up our pride. Have you ever... The most awkward thing, because I saw this on my Instagram the other day, the most awkward thing is when you have to get over someone you haven't even dated. You get me? You give yourself time to remove him. I feel like this is one of the dumbest things to happen, like, as human beings. Like, I'm just like, what, for what? For the why? So there's this Kamodo. What a tumita nini? Window, glass. Let's call him Glass. So I met Glass a while back, and you know, hollered at him, he hollered at me, excuse me. So I didn't like how he would say one thing and then not do it. So like, it just leaves me there like, so why the fuck would you say it? Why would you say you're going to do something and then you don't do it? And why would you say it? Peke yako, me, I didn't ask you to say it. No one said, I didn't ask for it. You're the one who's come looking for me. Kwa nini unani stress?
I'm not catching any more feelings. No.
So I decided to block him, and I gave myself 2 weeks because I talked to him for a bit, to be honest. So I decided, you know what, I'm just gonna block this month, and I gave myself 2 weeks to get over him. I didn't last those 2 weeks because I ended up talking again. But the point is, the moral of this story was to just let you know that I'd given myself 2 weeks to get over him, and I felt really stupid. Like, even I feel like 2 weeks was too long. I should have given myself like 5 days. But because I'm a Cancer and I'm hella emotional, 2019, we don't stress. We do not stress. Because no by force. Is it by force? No. It's alright. You were good before me. You'll be great. Even without me, darling. Anyways, that is all that I have for you today. Hello, sorry for the interruption, but I just realized I didn't do an outro, and it's not right for me to end this video without an outro, so I'm just gonna do it right now. As usual, if you want to have a more intimate relationship with me, you can follow me on my social medias. On Instagram and on Twitter. But thank you so much for watching this video today. I hope that you have a fantamagorgeous weekend. Mapenzi, tele, na wapenda. Sayonara! Jesus. You can't say fucking Enjoy iko chini pa. No, Asante. Makeup. Let me tell you West African songs. Sweet nothings. Ndio najua kusema. I've just seen another slug. Should I ignore it? Let yourself. You did. I can't. Oh, flipping hell. Let me get someone to remove it. Okay, let me ignore it. You know what, Rohra? You're a grown woman. Small things like those, come on, grow up. Come on. Bad bitch. You're a bad bitch. So, what are you talking about? Flip. Getting over someone you dated, yeah. Jay, waenda wapi?